All right, let's start. Hey guys, welcome to the POS Podcast. Today I have Saber and Jim with me.
Hello.
I have no idea where Tom is. I kept trying to
He's in
contact him.
Vancouver. He's in Vancouver.
Is he not back yet?
I think he's still out there.
Okay, so
I
he's
think
probably
he's
still out there.
still out there having the sex with his girlfriend.
Oh.
His girlfriend's in Vancouver. I didn't know he had a girl. I don't know his relationship. Sorry, I don't know why I need to inform everyone that.
Get the pulse on Tom's life.
I'm gonna write it in my Teen Beat profile on him.
Dude,
Has been seen in Vancouver with a lady.
funny little mini story. There are these mock accounts on Tinder and other dating websites of guys who wear fedoras.
Oh yeah, yeah.
IQ 194. Someone found Tom's old picture with him wearing a fedora, and they used his profile picture as one of those fake profile pictures.
Yeah.
Whoa, Tom wore a fedora?
Unfortunately,
Oh man, that's a dark past.
it is like best.
That's like learning my rocket science teacher was a former Nazi. No, I'm joking. Sorry.
No.
I knew it.
That used to happen. I need to get off World War II. Sorry.
I won't let you.
This is the POS / World War II random facts that Jim and Saber might kind of know. Whoa, there's a ghost there.
Oh, a ghost!
There's some paranormal activity shit happening at Saber's place.
Well,
Ghosts can turn on light switches? That's fucking nuts.
That's the hot wire.
Anyway, sorry. We should talk about the year anniversary.
yeah. Today's is a very special episode because it's been 1 year
Hi.
since we've...
Camera's on. What's up? Introducing the fourth character. What's up? Yeah.
There's a dog!
She's got to check on the safe, so camera's going off for a moment. Enjoy my profile pic.
Okay.
Right
You're
back.
gonna scare the children again with that profile pic.
So,
By the way, that's a picture from the Goofy movie, except for it's Roxanne's face on Max's face. So that's what that is.
oh, okay. So it's a year anniversary. This is where Paleo will insert a really incredibly an incredibly well edited clip of with clips from all the POS podcasts.
Oh.
That took him 20 hours to edit.
Oh
It's an
yeah,
amazing-
sure. Yeah, I did that right.
It's an
yeah.
amazing clip with Benny Hill music and lots of copyrighted material, which I'm sure you got releases for.
Oh. Yeah, sure I did all that.
That'll be in the one that goes up tomorrow. That'll be in that one for the
But
yeah.
Yeah, Jim, you haven't been here for a year. You've only
No,
been
I
here
haven't.
since March. March? Was it March or February? I can't remember. I remember you talked about Chappie.
Or was I on the Cinderella one first or the Chappie one first?
Which I think Chappie was first.
It was that was March. Yeah, it was like March. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite a year, but yeah, I've been here for 2/3, right?
Yeah.
4/5. No, 3/5.
3/4.
Some. Yeah. It's
Some kind of fraction.
Yeah, but I've been here for a good part. I watched one of the earlier the first ones before I was on. There's a few I have missed. Because there's the first one. There's one Pan was on.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Honestly, I think the one that I had Pan on was the worst one because I felt kind of awkward with it felt like the things were going slowly, but that's also my most viewed one because Pan's on it. So,
Yeah.
By the way, did you see that one video of the guy shit talking Pan?
I did see that. I thought
Yeah.
it was. I thought it was funny because I always get weird messages from people who are who don't get that he's clearly joking.
Yeah.
About making this, but they're like, "He always thinks he's so funny." I'm like, "Okay, you didn't get the joke."
Yeah. Clearly you don't know what he's trying to do.
I'm not sure what Saber's trying to do.
Yeah, what is he trying to do?
Is that Paranormal Activity? Oh, he's doing Blair Witch.
No.
He changed his found footage movie. Or is this, which Paranormal Activity is it? Oh no.
Oh, no, this is Unfriended.
This is Unfriended? Oh man.
Because we're in a Skype.
Oh,
right now.
true. Did you see Unfriended?
No, I didn't.
I'm
I
curious.
want to watch it at some point, though.
I'm curious what it's like watching it on a laptop, since it is from the perspective.
Oh.
Whoa, it's paleo.
Oh no,
and
it's
paleo.
me in the past.
Whoa. Oh, there's me. Say, I look pretty good. Yep. Oh, people are putting links to older. There's
Jim's first appearance. Let's see, when was that?
It was. Oh, Crappy Chappy.
Yeah, it was the Chappie one.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
But do you like my new camera angle?
Wow. I can see up your nose. You should clean up there.
My car keys up there. All right, stop with that. Actually, I think I might mix things up with my camera angle. Wow, the camera angles from below always like.
Is this the same room or a different room?
It's the same room.
Wow. It looks.
You have, like,
wait,
office
there's
tiles in your basement.
Wait, I saw the hole. It's the same room. There's the hole.
Yeah, there's the hole.
Oh, my camera. Oh God.
Oh no. It stopped.
Oh my God. Okay, but yeah. So it's been a magical year with such amazing. I don't think there's been a guest. I've never been on with someone who isn't a regular.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Am I right? I think so, right?
Yeah. But yes, Saber and I started the podcast back in November last year because originally we did have another podcast that we did when we were doing like more pony stuff. And that was like Brony Breakdown, and we did that for about 2.5, 3. Wait, when did we start? Started in 2012.
It was early 2012, and we lasted until I think
2014,
17, 14,
17.
A future.
Yeah, because we did our last like episode after the Brony Breakdown of 2014. Or I mean the BronyCon of 2014. Did the last episode of Brony Breakdown. Where is he going?
Me?
He just said, "Oh, he was turning a light off." As I was saying, as you
go on,
walked away.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about your fucking life. No, go on.
No, I was saying, like, I think the last episode we did a Brony Breakdown was like after the BronyCon of 2014, and then
yeah, we did.
Yeah, and a few months after we did started doing POS Podcast, which
was kind of like the, in a way, the successor of Brony Breakdown, in a way. Because Brony Breakdown kind of got, after a while, it's like, ponies. Okay, let's try something different.
Yeah. And now you continue that with Race with the semi-perfect thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like solely. Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Race is such a brony. It's ridiculous, and he's proud of it. He's damn proud of it. It's his birthday today.
Yeah, it is his birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy
birthday! Him and the podcast have the same birthday.
He's gonna go out.
The podcast birthday is actually like tomorrow, but it's the same week.
Oh,
and that's Sarah, his girlfriend's birthday.
Whose birthday?
His girlfriend Sarah. It's her birthday tomorrow.
Who, Ace or?
Race.
Race. His girlfriend.
Okay. Well, they get a dual birthday. That's cute.
Yeah, they were born very close to each other. All right. So
they can say that. It's like they can say that and be like, well, we were born really, really close to each other. That's
it's so funny cute. Because there's actually like a 4-year gap between those two, so never mind. She's quite young compared to our fellow racer. I'm sorry at the beginning. What were y'all talking about before I interrupted?
Oh.
Just reminiscing?
What were we talking? Yeah, we're just reminiscing about stuff.
Remember when Tom used to be alive?
These are all...
Yeah,
But who?
Tom.
Tom.
This is the part where Paleo is going to put clips set to music, very popular songs that he's gotten the rights to. This is the clip. This is the clip that's going to play now. Is set to "Shake It Off," and it's all the goofy things we did over the past year. Here. Let's just pause for cut. Wow, that was a great clip, Paleo. Great evidence.
Amazing. You're much better than what you used to be.
We certainly did shake it off in the past year.
Shit. I remember that one time when we laughed about stuff.
Yes.
Hey, remember when we watched that Shake It Off thing and then we laughed about it? Let's see that clip again.
Let's see.
Wow, that was great. For you in the live show, this won't make any sense. But when you watch this, the recorded one, this is all going to be in there. Remember when Michelle Obama came by to talk to us about how she kind of likes Cinderella but was conflicted about it? Let's go to that clip right now.
Right now. Wow.
That's a historic moment.
Do you recall, Jim, that was a very special moment, but do you recall when George Lucas came to our show and he took his neck and he threw it like a Spider-Man web, but thicker consistency, and we played jump rope with George Lucas's neck? Let's go see that clip right now. Let's go see that clip right now. Wow, that's just disgusting.
That was so good. I rethink disliking Strange Magic almost. Strange Magic was pretty fucking bad.
It's been what's funny though is I remember when Paleo was trying to rally the troops and get this podcast off the ground, because I unfortunately couldn't do Bernie Breakdown any longer, and I just passed the torch along to Paleo and Tommy, and they kept it going for a while, and they thought, okay, it's done its job, let's go ahead and retire it, start over. And when Paleo mentioned you, Jim, and I'm like, where did he get this guy? Like, because he wasn't from the Bernie fandom. What's his story? I remember watching your videos, and I was like, hey, it's Jim. And I'm like, I like his consistency. He's got a thing going on. And over the months, like, I marathon your videos a lot. And they're good marathon videos. Like, whenever like I'm doing work on the house, like, it's just good audio. And also, you're freaking knowledgeable. Like, I've never met a person who knows more about movies than you. And I thought Pele knew a lot, but apparently you're his sensei, and he is your senpai, or whatever.
Very nice of you. Making me cry.
Let's see that clip when I complimented Jim and he started crying.
Let's see that again. But let's play it again. But play it again to shake it off. Wow. I certainly did shake off those emotions. Man, Paleo, how'd you pay for all this very expensive licensed music? Now let's listen to a clip of all the times we said meaningful things set to "In My Life" by the Beatles, which is clearly something that Paleo could afford to get the rights to, because Beatles are really easy to get rights to. So let's see that. Wow, the Beatles. Wow.
And over this past year, I mean, we've had our ups, we've had our laughs, but we've also had our downs. I will never forget when we lost Holly here to the horrible accident.
Let's see a clip of that set to "Stairway to Heaven," which is clearly also a cheap song.
All right, go. As the camera zooms in closely around Holly, the hole, and
the hole?
Holly.
Do you remember when, speaking of music rights in the reel for a second, do you remember when the only person that could get Led Zeppelin rights was Cameron Crowe, because he's friends with him? And it was like really expensive to get Led Zeppelin music rights.
Who owns most of the rights to Led Zeppelin? Is it
they do?
I mean, like, within the band members, like Robert Plant, or
I think they equally shared it, but I think it's all of them for the most part, I thought.
Oh.
But I know it's like it was like some ad campaign that paid like $3 million.
Yeah.
Or like with the Beatles, I know when for Mad Men used one, and it was like more than an episode to buy the rights.
I'm surprised that Rock Band was even able to make a game out of the Beatles.
Well, I guess they signed a deal.
Yeah,
so.
Because the deal was like, we'll allow you to use our music for your games, but only if it's in one game, not with any of the others.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's like like the Beatles Rock Band, you can only use it with the Beatles Rock Band, so you can't like interchange songs and anything.
Lame. Anyway,
yeah, it's pretty lame.
So should we talk about? Sorry.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
And over the course of 1 year, I finally made notes before a show to talk about.
Wow!
Wow!
I won't just be awkwardly standing around doing nothing.
Let's cut to a clip of Tom not having notes set to paperback writer right now.
Did you call me Tom?
Damn it! But this is a clip because Tom isn't here. That's what I meant. I wasn't referring to you as Tom at all, Saber. I was.
After all the compliments I paid you.
Oh, that was a really asshole thing I just did. I didn't.
Yes, it was deliberate.
But after you here, I'll put "Shake It Off" in your headphones. That'll make you feel better.
Oh, the instrumental version too. Thank you. I feel better now. All right,
no problem.
Let's talk about stuff.
Paleo will put all this in later.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's. By the way, if you want to ask questions, that'll be at the end of the podcast. And we'll also talk more about our 1 year anniversary. But first, I don't have many things for this episode since we're doing the 1 year thing. But first, let's talk about Halloween because that happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or are fewer kids showing up in my cellar every year? No. But is it just me, or are there fewer kids trick-or-treating?
I didn't see fewer kids, but one thing I did notice, and it made me feel like the cool grown-up, but probably doesn't make me the cool grown-up, is that all these kids would dress up as Cartoon Network characters.
Oh, really?
And anytime I'd see a Steven Universe, I go, "Oh, cool Steven Universe costume!" And like, finally, someone gets what I am. Jeez. Like, I saw a couple warts from over the garden wall, and I'd be like, "Oh,
really? You saw warts?"
I saw some warts. I got them removed. No, sorry. But I saw, and I go over the garden wall. I love that show. And they'll be like, "Yes, awesome! This guy's awesome!" But it'd be like 7-year-olds, so I don't know, But it did make me.
Yeah.
I did high five a bunch of kids who were like happy I knew what they were. But then when you see like a Finn, you're like, come on, it's too mainstream.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, that's like so 2010.
Fucking sell out. You think Adventure Time? No, I was still not. It's fun giving out candy to kids. I don't normally. I don't. I'm usually not around or something, so it doesn't work out. But there were like a lot of kids this year. So that was a lot of fun, I don't know. It's fun giving.
I never get trick-or-treaters.
Well, it was actually
the darkness.
Yeah, you live in the part of over the garden wall that they're going through.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, that is nice. That's a nice area, though. So.
Yeah.
No, I mean I've been to Pale's house, and I mean like your neighborhood is very stretched out. So, I mean I feel like the kids who have they need like a staff or something, like a hobbit.
If anybody goes trick or treating around here, they're usually driven around.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Trick or treating for me, I dressed up as what's his name?
Oh,
the guy.
Yes.
Guy from no. Yes, him. The guy from Subway. What's his name?
Oh.
Jared.
I just.
Did you really? Did you really? Oh.
Awful. No, I was Hitler. No, I didn't dress up at all because my friend got married this weekend, and my friend Matt was visiting this weekend, so I had a very busy weekend.
Oh, crazy.
And after the rehearsal, dinner and everything, I went back to my friend Tyler's house with Matt. We all hung out. We watched a bunch of Best of the Worst Halloween edition from Red Letter Media, and only a few kids came by the house, and my friend Tyler goes all out. Like his house is decorated from head to toe with all kinds of cool decorations, and he takes pride in Halloween. And this one group of kids came up with like some like I'd say like 14, 15-year-olds, which I feel like it's still, you're old enough or you're young enough to go trick or treat, whatever. I mean, anybody can go trick or treating if they want, whatever. Just don't be obnoxious about it. I mean, if a 30-year-old came to my door, never mind, it'd be kind of weird. No, if a 30-year-old came to my door dressed up as like a Power Ranger, I'd be like, here's some candy.
Well, see, I think the issue isn't that they're older. I think often the issue is that they'll show up and you're like, what the hell? It looks like you're just wearing a different hoodie today.
Yeah.
Like, that's lame. Like, I don't have a problem with kids trick-or-treating, but, like, there were a couple of kids who was like, if you're with a bunch of little kids, that's different.
Okay.
But, like, if you're by yourself with your dumb teenage friend and you're clearly like, we'll just get some candy, you're just like, dude, come on.
Here.
Like, you're just... I'm giving away the precious candy that I was going to eat later, the ones that the kids didn't take. To you? I don't think so, pal. I don't think so. Come on.
This one group of girls came up, and I was, like, of course, had, like, one bowl of, like, chips, and the other, like, hand was just, like, stuffing and, like, artichoke dip. And I was, like, would walk near the door when Tyler would hand out candy, I'd be like, look what the precious children, what are you dressed up? I was also slightly drunk. But this one girl was like, is this a frat house? And Tyler's like, no. Are you guys frat guys? No.
What kind of kid is this?
It's weird. It's like a 14-year-old girl. And she's like, are you guys like in college or something? And Tyler's like, yeah, kind of. We're in that ballpark. Like we're, either we just graduated college or we're in, whatever. And she goes, cool. Y'all should invite me to some of your parties sometime. It's like, yes! Okay. Get out of here. I know. It's like, I was, at that point, I was like out of the door frame, like with my chip dip. I was like, let's go now. And
see, that was her way of scaring you.
I know, she won. Just take the bucket.
You should have been like, oh, what are you? And she was like, I'm a mole to catch Jared. No.
I work for the NSA.
I actually, because I walked around and there's a lot of people in New York dressed up, and I saw a lot of Harley Quinns. Dressed up as Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad, which is a movie that hasn't come out yet, which was weird. And I was also like, when I was seeing all these Harley Quinns, I was like, do you like... I don't want to... I did talk to a few people who were dressed up as something and they hadn't seen the movie or the show.
Oh yeah, what were those?
I saw a lot of people dressed up as things from the movie The Birds.
Really?
And I said like, oh cool, that's a cool Tippi Hedren costume. And they were like, what? And I was like, Tippi Hedren. And they didn't know. And one person knew who Tippi Hedren was, and I go, oh, well, she's the girl in 50 Shades of Grey, that's her granddaughter. And she was like, that is the girl, what's her name? In 50 Shades of Grey, that's Tippi Hedren's granddaughter.
Really?
And, because Tippi Hedren's mom... Or, no, sorry, I'm doing this the wrong order. Tippi Hedren's daughter is Melanie Griffith, and Melanie Griffith's daughter is Dakota Johnson? Did I get that? Anyway, so I said that to one person. I just said like, oh, she's the grandmother of the girl from 50 Shades of Grey, and I didn't say the Tippi Hedren thing, and they go, oh, I don't actually know who this is, and I was like, whoa,
why?
What? But I think that's so weird. Like, why would you dress up as something and you don't even know what it is? It's like.
But it's on Pinterest.
Yeah, it was like a lot of like kind of posery Halloween stuff. And when I first came to New York, and I'd walk, one fun thing to do in New York is you walk around the city just to see all the costumes. And when I first did, it was like the summer of Kill Bill. I've been in New York for a little bit, but it was the summer of the Halloween right after the first Kill Bill, and everyone clearly had seen the movie and was into it and stuff. But it was like kind of disappointing. I was like, wow, all these people, they don't even like the Harley Quinn people. It seemed like some people didn't really know much about her, and I was like, she's kind of a recent character, so I'm a little confused. I don't know, and I saw a lot of Kylo Ren's, which was interesting. Also,
yeah, that's kind of. I know. Interestingly enough, I was reading this really interesting. I'm gonna use that word some more.
Okay.
Now I was reading this really cool post about Jar Jar Binks, and how there's a theory that he's a Jedi or a Sith.
Yeah. Well, here's what's happened with Force Awakens is there's so many like people are like, I don't want to read any theories or see any trailers. I want the magic of cinema to compel me in some dumb crap they made up like that. But the thing is like there's so many theories that I feel like I'm numb to them that when I watch the movie, someone will say a line and go, "Oh shit, Jar Jar's coming," or Natalie Portman's back to life, or like I won't know what's gonna happen because I'm so numb to it. I can't even begin. Like is Kylo Ren Luke or not? Or I don't think.
No, it wouldn't make sense.
I have a theory on Luke, but it's probably wrong. Like my Black Widow theory that I said on here before Avengers came out. Remember?
What's your theory? What's your theory? I want to hear it.
My theory is. Well, I have two theories about Luke. Either he is the Obi-Wan, like he said in that interview. Yes. That interview footage from the 80s where he talks about how Lucas said that this would eventually happen back in when they made Jedi, that would he come back and be Obi-Wan and pass the torch to the next generation. I think that's the more likely, but my other theory is that he could be the Emperor to Kylo Ren.
Oh. That'd be nuts.
Because part of me was like, wouldn't that make more sense in that you have this new age of the Empire or whatever, and since Luke's been gone and no one knows what happened to him, no one really knew where the Emperor was all that time, so it kind of fits into that. But I think most likely it sticks to that interview from the 80s and he is an Obi-Wan figure. But it's kind of a cooler surprise because Mark Hamill is kind of I don't know. Luke's such an important character, you know. It's like I want to see that reveal in the movie, but
that's kind of like in a way, it's kind of building up a little bit of hype. Not a little bit. It's building hype the same way. It's like, I am your father, or no, I am your father. It's like, oh my god, even though that had some momentum building up to it, but the fact that like you said, it's such a big pivotal character is missing. It's like, where is he? I want to fucking know.
I think most people are surprised Harrison Ford came back because that was one of the things with Jedi is Lucas really thought Harrison Ford was kind of done. But he's still... I will say Harrison Ford, he's walked his way through a lot of movies, but it never looks like in a Star Wars movie he's always kind of cared, which is cool.
Well, I'm sure Disney made it worth it as well.
No, I'm sure he did, but apparently he's kind of into it. I'm kind of glad we're getting fun Harrison Ford again. Are you writing a check to Harrison Ford?
Disney's like...
No, I don't know how much they spent on that. I actually don't know what.
And Harrison Ford is like, "What's your offer?"
well, you know what? They're probably like, "We'll drive a truck full of pills to your house every 2 weeks." He goes, "Fine, that's all I need." Like, do you want money? And he go, "What? That's what I was going to spend the money on. It's fine."
Just cut out the middleman.
Because I've always heard that about him, and that's what he always looks like, somebody who's like pill stoned all the time. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a pill expert, but anyway, sorry. This was very off topic. Where did we
actually, since we're kind of on Star Wars, can I bring something else up quickly?
Sure.
Okay. So I found this on YouTube. I think we might. I wonder, did we talk about this last time? About the Lost Jedi or the Lost Rebels footage.
Oh yes, about the women who were.
Oh yeah, we did.
That.
We did talk about that. Yeah.
Never mind.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. Did I mention how one of the women was dubbed over?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay.
That's it.
That's still important.
That's all I had on my list. We're done.
Watch the last one. Just stop watching this. Watch the last one, and then check that out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or whatever. Yeah. Sorry.
As far as Halloween, you guys watch any scary movies?
I did, because I watched a lot for my Halloween reviews, but I also watched Halloween. I continued the streak is alive, and I watched Halloween on Halloween for the I don't know how probably like 20th time, and that was it's always fun, I don't know. It's one of my favorite. It's probably one of my favorite movies, but it's like fits so well with Halloween. I got way too drunk while watching it, but but I've seen it so many times it like kind of doesn't matter. But because I watched Ash vs. the Evil Dead first, and then I
Oh, I
watched.
haven't watched that yet. How was that?
It was surprising how good it was and how well done a lot of the sequences. There's one sequence. Um, I can't really. I don't want to spoil it, but there's just one sequence that like I was like shocked at how much detail was in it. It's like very much like Raimi. Raimi directed the first one,
Cool.
so um, it was good. I mean, I'm kind of curious about how it's going to progress because it was like, is this just a really ambitious pilot? Or are they all going to be like this? But it is like I don't know of many. I said this on Twitter, I think, but I don't know of many gory horror TV shows. Like there's
Yeah.
gory TV. Like people kept saying, uh, sorry, Game of Thrones is gory, but like that's not a horror show. Like I've never seen it. It's really gory, and Bruce Campbell's good, and it's funny. So I had a good time. I'm gonna watch it. I have stars, so I'm gonna watch it uh,
Cool.
through the whole thing. I recommend it so far, at least. So.
I actually watched the Babadook on Halloween.
Oh,
Oh,
what'd you
Yeah.
think?
what'd you think of it?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Like as far as like a horror movie goes that will like give you a feeling of dread, that's definitely like a movie like that, especially if you're watching it like with all the lights off and
Mhm.
Yeah.
almost alone. I was watching it with my dad.
Well, that's the way. That's actually why no one will watch horror movies with me because I insist on having the lights off and it being at night because
Yeah.
it like emphasizes the scares because
Yeah.
you're already like you're all it's already kind of creepy. But that would be a creepy one.
Yeah.
The imagination. I mean, that. Let
Yeah.
the imagination do the work. There was this really cool. I think Paley, you've seen this where had some guy blindfolded and had headphones on, and he was reaching
Oh
into a
yeah.
tank, and in the tank was a teddy bear. But when he was touching it, he's freaking, he's screaming. He's like, "What is it? It's not moving!"
Really?
Ah,
Yeah.
And he's a big guy and he's freaking out. And people are like, "Look at this! This is a great example of like let the imagination do the heavy lifting for you." And when you're like in
Yeah.
the dark, you're freaking out.
Well, that's why like if you ever see, there's this really good movie from the '40s called Cat People. And that's one where like they don't even really show. It's this woman who supposedly can turn into this cat who will just start killing people, but they never show it. So it's I always like horror movies that use like suggestion because
Yeah.
what like if you show gore, it's never as impactful as like what you think will happen in your mind will be way more disturbing than like just show. Although I like when stuff shows gore, but it's always like Cat People TCM played it and I ended up rewatching a lot of it just because it drew me in so much because I was like, oh man, what's gonna happen? Because I'm imagining this and that, and so. But seriously, the '40s Cat people should check it out. It's very very good.
Yeah. Like the types of horror movies that I like are horror movies like The Babadook, where it just fills you with dread. And then the other type of horror movie I like, which is another one I watched on Halloween, was Cabin in the Woods, which was just like really fun.
Oh, I love Cabin in the Woods. That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. I really like that movie. Then that guy wrote The Martian. The guy who directed it.
Really.
Yeah, that's why I think The Martian's so funny. Is because he's the one who wrote it. Drew Goddard. He's great.
Oh
I wish
yeah,
he would
yeah,
direct.
yeah, that guy.
I wish he would direct another movie.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Anyway, let's move on and talk about a movie that only Jim has seen.
Oh.
Gem and the Holograms.
Let's hear it.
Oh yes, Gem and the Hologram. I mean, it was interesting seeing it because I think I'm one of the few people who, at least I've heard of, who saw it, who was a fan of the show, and I got back into it in the 2000s. But the one thing I think the movie could have worked, even in today's setting. A lot of people are saying it can't be like the 80s one, and I get it wasn't going to be exact, but the show is a lot like a show like the cartoon is a lot like a show like Empire or a stupid soap that like kind of draws you in, and then you've watched like 8 episodes and you're like, what happened to my afternoon? It's a lot like that, and I actually did that with the at a party with the DVDs were on, and myself and this girl who I've never seen again watched like 20 episodes, and like we're like oh my god, I can't believe Kimber said that and stuff. And the movie could have taken advantage of that, but like didn't. They like tried to redo it, and there's a lot of parts that don't make sense, and it just. And I saw it. The only person who was in the theater with me was a homeless guy, with like a big cart full of cans and stuff. So it was I don't know. It bombed pretty horribly, and I know they kept it under a certain budget so the director could have creative control. And I kind of wish he had let the studio make it instead, because it was pretty terrible, his artistic ideas behind it.
So I hear the budget behind this movie is like really not good.
It was $5 million.
5 million, and like because I watched your review and I also watched Pan's review, and like just the things that are explained, it's just like, what? Why would you like? Just sounds really bad.
It just wasn't. I don't know. I don't think they really got the point of the show, which was these cool music videos. And the thing about the Gem show is that even when I was a kid and throughout a while, it was a girls' show, but I knew lots of guys who were like, yeah, but it was so cool, it was so fun to get into, I watched it anyway. And this movie like didn't really appeal to anyone. Like that's the thing about it, is like when I was watching it was like, maybe this doesn't appeal to me, it appeals to kids, but kids don't like it. Like young girls who its supposed target demographic don't like it and weren't there seeing it. So in the end, like they didn't want it to be for me, who was a fan of the show and would have seen a Gem movie, regardless of quality, clearly. And it wasn't really for the young kids either. So they literally made it. I don't know who it was made for, and that's like a really weird thing to watch. Like, I don't know.
Like it's just trying to cash in on the nostalgia, but not knowing how to do it.
Well, I don't even know if it was, but I guess that's why it was made. It's just very confusing. It's like there's no real definition behind it, and I don't think they knew what to do with it. You know, Hasbro's weird because they have a huge franchise with Transformers, but they do not know what to do with the rest of their properties. Like they have not launched a successful franchise outside of Ouija that off of their stuff. Yeah.
Did that make money?
Yeah, I think they're making a second one.
Wow. Wouldn't know.
You look like you're like, what? No!
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, like really surprised.
But like Battleship didn't really work, and then the G.I. Joe movies. You see, that's the other thing, is the G.I. Joe movie. So the second G.I. Joe movie, that guy directed Gem and the Holograms. Oh. And the second G.I. Joe movie kind of gets into the cartooniness of the G.I. Joe show and all that stuff. And like specifically, I was bringing up the example of Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow fighting off bungee cords off of a mountain, and it's like this crazy sequence that would clearly be in the cartoon. And like he was clearly someone who watched the cartoon and got it, but then Gem looks like he never watched the cartoon and just got rough outlines. So it's like very strange. Like he didn't know what kind of side of him as a director to turn on to make the movie work. But he was like, the thing that sucked is when I heard it announced, I was like, he clearly could have done a good Gem movie, but he didn't, and that fucking bugs me. So anyway, Hasbro
still has the My Little Pony movie coming out.
Is it like the cartoon, or is it gonna be?
It's gonna be animated. Yeah.
It's gonna be animated. Okay. Yeah. That's good, because you don't want it to be.
They haven't said if it's gonna be like CG or a 2D yet. Like supposedly it's supposed to be like related to the show, which would be good because the show's good. But like if it will be like anything like the show's quality, then I have no idea. All right.
Fuck you guys, bro.
Next thing. Good news for Trekkies. There's going to be a new Star Trek show in 2017.
Yes.
But it's going to be launching with a new streaming service that nobody has.
Well, it's already it's there already. It's a CBS All Access, which is
never heard of it.
Well,
exactly.
So the thing is with this show, is so it's on the CBS on All Access thing, which is CBS is actually, despite us being younger than most of CBS's audience, they are an extremely popular channel. So they did have this streaming service for like Big Bang Theory and Elementary and all those things. But the good thing about this is the previous Star Trek shows were syndicated, so that was pretty how they would get out there. But they would always kind of, the last one flopped pretty hard, and Enterprise, right? That was the last one.
My dad
one?
loved it. My dad loved it. But...
I mean, I know it just didn't do well. Like it didn't it last just 1 or 2 seasons?
I don't know.
It was very short lived.
Yeah, it didn't. So I think the good thing about this being on a streaming service is that whatever happens with this show is that, first off, Enterprise like was kind of pre when everyone had a DVR, so most people, like, I didn't get to watch it because I couldn't, I wasn't there at the time. But like with this, people will pay just to watch that show, and it'll probably mean it can go on a lot longer without having to deal with ratings, which might be better for it. Because it was, Next Generation was syndicated, Deep Space Nine and Voyager were also. So, like, Next Generation came on in my area on Saturdays at 4 p.m. So they were never, like, I know they were big shows, but they were never shows that, like, should really be in prime time.
Yeah.
It hasn't been since the original that ones were. So it's probably the best.
Wait, you don't think since the original, since what now?
Oh, no, because a lot of them were syndicated. Like, Next Gen was syndicated. So it would be on at different times in different areas.
Okay.
So it was on, like, sometimes they would play them in prime time on, like, a UHF station, but, like, most of the time they come on.
Lost.
And what?
Oh, you
thought we lost you for a second.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. But so it's probably best that it's on a streaming service. I just wish it wasn't on a streaming service no one has or has heard of.
Yeah.
I wish it was on like Hulu or Netflix. Like,
yeah, it would make sense on Netflix because like Netflix had a lot of the Star Trek stuff on it.
Well,
so,
apparently they're gonna lose it all for CBS All Access.
Yeah.
So I think it will probably work out for Star Trek fans because they'll get more of it. It's just their decision to put it on was that streaming service is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Sense because I will probably buy a subscription to that just for this new show. The real question is this a show that takes place after Voyager, or is this another prequel thing, or does this exist in the alternate timeline of the movies? Like, where does this go, basically? That's the question I have. That's my biggest question right now.
Okay.
Sorry, that was dorky.
Speaking of streaming services, YouTube Red launched. Hooray!
Does anyone have it? Do you know anyone who has it?
Well, the thing is, like, they're starting it with a free trial for everybody. Like, you can try it for a free trial, but, like, the people who already have Google Play Music, they're still, like, because they kind of merged those two subscription services. So the people who had Google Play Music, which is, like, YouTube's music key thing, they have YouTube Red now. But it's really weird how they're going about this because they changed everything in the analytics. Because for the analytics, for your YouTube channels, for content creators, that is, it's all based on watch time now, not views.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Whoa, so how does that work out? So hasn't it always been like that though?
No.
Yeah, that just happened because I was like, why is this based on watch time all of a sudden?
Yeah, like watch time is like the first thing that shows up on analytics.
Yeah,
not views.
So the more someone watches your video, so clickbaity stuff that gets lots of views will now not get as much money as
pretty much.
There can be miracles.
Yeah, that's a good thing about it. There's like good and bad things.
Well, I mean,
as far as like the content creator side.
Well, the thing is, like, most of it won't change because the AdSense part is exactly the same. It's just the money from YouTube Red is different.
Yeah.
But I'm not exactly sure. I don't think anyone's sure how that works yet.
Yeah, we're not going to really know like how much is going to change until sometime next spring, because the revenue for YouTube is like delayed by like a month, so we're not gonna really know like how this is going to work out until like sometime in spring next year.
Oh wow.
So.
Oh, because that's when people will have to start paying.
Yeah, well, people have to start paying like after their free trial goes through. It depends on like how many people are actually going to know, or how many people are actually going to subscribe.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, I mean, I'm sure people will do it because YouTube is so ginormous, but I don't think it'll be like Netflix or Hulu just because the thing about YouTube that's so cool is you can go on it anytime and watch stuff for free, and you don't have to deal with that. And I think most people are fine with the ads.
Yeah. But I didn't go over like what YouTube Red does. No, it's fine. I just forgot to mention it. Yeah, YouTube Red is like, so it means no ads, which you can already do with AdBlock. Don't tell anybody I said that though. If you're using AdBlock on the podcast, I don't care, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't.
We'll cut this part out. We'll just play Shake It Off over this.
Yes, we'll do that.
Yeah, we own the rights.
And then Taylor Swift will get all the money.
She needs it.
Yeah, she's not doing so well.
Not anymore.
So so it means no ads on like all devices, which I think mainly YouTube Red is like going for people who use it mainly on mobile, because one of the features is that you can actually play YouTube in the background while you're using other apps on.
Oh, I did notice
your phone.
that. Yeah.
But that really should have been a feature to begin with.
Yeah.
So they're like putting that behind a paywall.
I do wish that if they were going to do the thing with the analytics, because I was kind of wondering why that was yesterday. I thought it was a little strange. More people are doing it still the old way, which I think will probably, as big as YouTube Red could get, I don't think it'll be big enough to be bigger than the people who are just going to YouTube to watch crap, which is most people. I feel like views should still be first, because that's the main thing you should be looking at.
Yeah.
In terms of AdSense and whatnot. This is very inside YouTube talk.
It's very complicated, but the other thing about YouTube Red is that there's going to be some exclusive content that will try to lure people in, but it's really going to only lure people who are like into this stuff. And that's like shows that some of the big YouTubers are like doing with YouTube. And one of them is
Fine Bros.
Scare PewDiePie in this reality adventure series from the creator and executive producers of The Walking Dead, like at Skybound Entertainment and Maker Studios, experience thrills, chills, and laughter as PewDiePie encounters terrifying situations inspired by his favorite video games. So there's that. I mean, PewDiePie is the biggest YouTuber. He has over 40 million subscribers. So like, even if 1% of that like subscribes for just that, that's going to be like a lot.
Man, now I want to make some ridiculous video and make it only for YouTube Red people.
The thing is, like, you can't make your own series for YouTube Red. You have to be like contacted by YouTube to make like something like that.
Jim, do it anyway. Do it anyway. Do it anyway, Jim.
I'll make my review of Rent only on YouTube Red.
Yeah.
It'll drive everyone fucking nuts.
Yeah, and do The Blind Side too.
Oh, but actually, once Rent's up, Blindside is in my hindsight.
Boo.
Right? Does that work? Okay, sorry. But if I do a Blindside review, I've told people like it's gonna be like 20 minutes long. It'll be me yelling, crying, going into bizarre detail. It's just gonna not be. I'll watch it 5 times. Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, there's stuff from the Fine Brothers, Rooster Teeth, The Game Theorist, College Humor, like Toby Turner. So all those big YouTubers are like creating shows.
What's Fred and Ray William Johnson doing? That's what I'm wondering.
They're dead.
No, I'm just...
They're dead.
Ow! Well, Paleo said, like, they're dead. Thank God.
Yeah, their channels, like, went, like...
Remember when Fred was like, if I tell people, like, yeah, I do stuff for YouTube, they're like, have you seen Fred? And I was like, no, shut up.
Fred's gone. Fred's dead. Now it's the
dead,
feuds.
Yeah.
He's dead, Jim.
How long were you wanting to say that?
I was waiting to say that for a long time.
Were you
to somebody actually named Jim?
Yeah.
And now I forget where that's from. I've been waiting so long.
What?
Yeah.
It's from Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
Trailer, please.
That's why I said. Okay. Okay. Anyways. But yeah, I'm just if someone has YouTube Red, I would like to hear what it's like. That's just kind of. I haven't seen anyone make a video like, "Hey, I have YouTube Red. This is what it's like." So.
Yeah. So we're not really going to see the effects on content creators until like spring, like I said. So.
Well, we all signed up like a year ago.
Yeah, like they said, like you got to do this, like agree to this, and like okay, whatever. And then like a year later, oh, I didn't know there was this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it in a certain regard, but I don't think the exclusive content I don't think works as well with YouTube because YouTube's the place seriously where you can watch anything you want.
Yeah. And actually a lot of people are getting really mad about it because apparently like the K-pop and like J-pop community are like really infuriated because like a lot of videos have been like taken down because of this. Like,
because they didn't agree.
Because some clause about monetization and stuff. So I don't know. So it's weird. It's going to be an interesting year for YouTube and for what's going to happen in 2016 because everything's changing, and we'll see if they'll actually keep this service or not. Anyway. That's really the only topics I had. So let's talk about our 1-year anniversary again a little bit, if you want to, and then we'll go with the Q&A.
Now we'll go to a clip. No, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep really liking that bit. Sorry. It's been a cool. I don't know. I always have fun doing this podcast.
Yeah.
So, you know.
At first, it was just me and Saber just doing things.
Makes us sound pretty gay. You're just doing stuff.
Yeah, doing
butt stuff.
Some things.
By the way, just a quick side note: the Blizzard will be releasing a trailer for the Warcraft movie. I think in 4 days from now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
releasing it during BlizzCon.
Is it? It's. I was thinking because on Friday James Bond comes out that it was timed with that, but I guess it isn't.
BlizzCon, that's the big one.
Yeah. So because I saw the poster for Warcraft movie, I was like, oh, is the trailer coming out soon?
It looks good. It's funny thing is, I saw like some crap footage, I guess, from the convention from I think it might have been what was it?
2013.
No.
2014.
Comic-Con.
Oh.
And it looks good. It looks really good. I mean, the crap footage I saw, but like it just looks very fluid. And I think because right now the question is, will this be the movie to finally make video games a viable like genre for movies?
It's gonna be really, yeah. Oh.
I've heard a lot of movie people saying when talking about it because there's a lot of talk like, will there be a new Tomb Raider movie, or will there be this game be a movie and so forth right now. And it seems like the whole industry's at a standstill waiting for what will happen with the Warcraft movie. And I think if the Warcraft movie does well, I think they'll, like, the rest of the summer will be, and now this movie's happening. Now Nintendo's actually going to start making movies.
Nintendo has been interested in, like, pursuing entertainment more. So.
But I think everyone's kind of just waiting. But it's kind of a tough summer. It's coming out right after May. Was it May starts off with I know it starts off with Captain America Civil War and ends with X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh.
And it comes out after that. So I think it could do really well. We'll see. The main thing is, will it cross over to people other than people who like Warcraft? And are there enough of those people to make it a hit, I think,
Yeah.
So we'll see.
How many people still subscribe to World of Warcraft?
Probably a lot, right?
I think it's at 7 million.
Yeah.
And think about over the years, how many folks have played the game, have come and gone, and have heard of it. Like, Warcraft's not like, I've never heard of that. It's like
it's over 10 years old now, so.
I mean, it could make I think 60 million, but I think something like opening weekend. I'm really just throwing.
I'm gonna go see it. I will see it. That's
I'm interested in it. I'm interested. The guy Duncan Jones, he's an interesting director. He's actually David Bowie's son, and he directed.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, wow. You know what? You know what David Bowie's real name is? This is true. Davy Jones. Do you know? From the Monkees. And so the Monkees were big at the time, so he changed his name to David Bowie. But his kid's Duncan Jones, because I guess he still has that name.
Yeah.
But yes, but he did Moon and Source Code. So I'm curious what this guy will do with the big epic. I'm very curious because we kind of need a new epic director to step up to the plate.
Yeah.
Who's someone who is interesting and not like a Colin Trevorrow or whatever.
Yeah.
He might fit the bill.
Next year is going to be really interesting because there's going to be the Warcraft movie, there's going to be the Ratchet and Clank movie, and there's also, I think there's going to be the Sly Cooper movie?
I'm not
Unless that's
sure.
That's delayed. Because
I mean, next year I think it might be a good year for video games because the first part of the year, there's a real potential of people getting sick of comic book
movies, yeah.
Because you literally it goes like Deadpool, Batman vs Superman, Captain America Civil War, X-Men Apocalypse, and that's by Memorial Day.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to get a little crazy, and I think when people see a new thing, they might gravitate towards that. But I think comic book movies are going to be still around. And then we have Doctor Strange. Right?
Yeah, Doctor Strange, that fall, I think, or late summer.
Or when's Thor? I don't even know. There's
Thor
so many.
I think 2017.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Or Thor 3, I mean. But yeah, I think comic book movies, people are still going to see them. Like, they're still really popular. But I think, after Infinity War, they might die down a bit.
You also have, within around a month of each other, you have Batman vs Superman and Captain America Civil War, and X-Men Apocalypse I think will also be fairly big, and 3 huge comic book movies within the span of 3 months. I don't know how good that is for the industry as a whole. I mean, they are 3 separate universes, but it's still that's a lot. I don't know if modern audiences, there's going to be one they're not going to check out, and I'm not sure. I think it'll probably end up X-Men will probably not work out for it, but Warcraft, I think, because it's a fantasy film and it's a different kind of a thing, and it's something that's an event. Because comic book movies are really going to lose their eventness when almost every 4 weeks there's a new comic book event. You're going to be like, hey, remember when the Avengers came out and this was unique? It doesn't feel unique anymore. And World of Warcraft that's why people went to comic book movies. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. And World of Warcraft and video game movies can have that if they're good enough to take it. It has to be good. That's the thing. This movie
it has to be good for video games movies to take off.
That's the thing is with the Star Wars movie, it's like if I was Disney, I would have waited as long as humanly possible until that script was
perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no way this could suck kind of script, and because there's so much writing on that. But World of Warcraft, if it bombs or is terrible, then it might be 5 more years until we get a another video game movie at that kind of a budget, because Sony has a lot riding on it. I think, isn't it Sony? I'm not sure, but
World of Warcraft? No,
yeah,
no, it's
That's Activision who owns it technically.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, the
technically,
studio
yeah.
who's
It's
doing
Blizzard. I mean, Blizzard's making the movie.
independently.
They have an amazing team of.
Have you seen their cinematics?
No,
From
but
World
I
of
mean,
Warcraft?
just who's releasing it? I mean,
Let's see. Let's see, Warcraft movie. Because I looked at like who was making it, and I was like the studio that was like animating it and everything, and I was like, oh, Warcraft film. Let's see. Oh no, it's let's see, yeah, Blizzard Atlas. Let's see, it's distributed by Universal. So. it's Universal
oh, that's even better because Universal's. I don't know. I think this could, we'll see, but I think it could do. And what weekend is it? Oh, June 10th is like Jurassic World weekend, man. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean that's
this is
like
in the
that's
fucking bag. Sorry.
like even if it's slightly good.
I think this could pan out. I mean, maybe that's a big confidence builder. I'd have to look at when, which I'm going to do right now while I'm talking to you.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's an Assassin's Creed movie coming out next year too.
Oh gee. Yeah, so if one of these does tremendously well, or both do, this could be a real change in. Oh yeah, it's competition. Well, although Ninja Turtles 2 comes out the weekend before,
When does Ninja Turtles 2 come out?
June 3rd.
Oh.
I'm looking at Box Office Mojo. I'm cheating, sorry.
Oh, okay.
But June 10th has The Conjuring 2, which will probably do well.
Yeah,
And Now
it's
You
not really
See
the
Me
same
Too.
audience though.
No, but the weekend after is Finding Dory, and then the weekend after that is Independence Day.
Oh.
So Warcraft has to hit that weekend, or
it's got to do well that weekend, or else it's like doomed.
Although Jurassic World had the same thing, it had to do well before Inside Out. And what was that? What was the July 4th movie this year? I don't even remember.
Yeah, what does it say on Box Office Mojo?
Oh, now I have to go to... Yeah, that's what I'm using. Hold on. Weekend. People are like... This should be called Jim and Paleo Look at Box Office Mojo while it streams. Oh, no, Inside Out was number... Oh, that was Terminator Genesis.
Oh, wow.
And yes, and Inside Out was number 1 that weekend instead.
Yeah, but surprisingly, Terminator Genesis actually did well worldwide.
Yeah, but Independence Day is going to be a monster movie unless it looks like garbage. But I would like it to do well. But I have heard a lot of movie journalists saying like, let's wait and see, because it seems like everyone who owns rights to a video game movie is going to be looking at those box office numbers of World of Warcraft and Assassin's Creed. And if both don't do well, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
not sure which one's coming out first, like Assassin's Creed, Warcraft, or Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank is coming out first.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure when Assassin's Creed.
The thing is, it's going to be interesting what happens with Ratchet and Clank, because that's both like a video game movie and also like a family like animated movie.
Well,
so...
also you have the Angry Birds.
Oh yeah, the Angry Birds movie. Shit.
Oh.
Well, it's going to be the year of the video games.
Yeah. Oh, Assassin's Creed comes out December 21st.
Oh, okay.
2016 as of right now, but it's filming right now, so we'll see what happens.
Anyway, let's move on to Q&A, and we'll talk more about 1 year anniversary stuff, which we didn't really while we were talking about
sorry,
that.
Adam.
but
not very good thing.
I enjoyed talking about that though. I completely forgot about the World of Warcraft poster that came out. Let's see. Q&A. Oh no, Jim's gone.
I am?
Oh, there you are again.
Gone.
I'm not... Oh, that's weird.
Okay.
Because usually before when I'd go out, you guys would leave, but anyway, sorry.
Okay, so if you want to ask questions, our Twitter handles are right there, and you can ask us some questions. And I guess hashtag POS Podcasts if you want, or just like
I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah.
While y'all do
And I'm
that.
going to go to the bathroom, so
By the way, people who are asking, when there was stuff in this was water, but there will be more water now.
All right.
What's the hashtag for questions? Just ask our Twitter things.
Yeah.
At Jimforce, at PaleoSteno, at SaberSpark. They're right down there.
Yeah.
Right below on the tweets.
Yeah.
So ask us questions. Tweet us up. Anyway,
we'll
I'm going to get water. He's going to get water.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
All right, let's start some questions. I got here one from It's Poop Time. Do you guys play Team Fortress 2? If so, favorite class and meet video. And meet the video, yeah. Saber and I play TF2 every so often. Not lately, but every so often.
I'm warming up for Overwatch. Favorite class, heavy.
Yeah,
this
I like
is
engineer.
You and your stupid turrets.
Yeah, and as far as favorite meet the video, probably the medic one. That one's a really good one.
I have to say my favorite is the Pyro.
Yeah. Let's see what we have here. Question for the podcast from Cassidy Smith. What is your favorite of all time? Just favorite.
Just favorite?
Yeah. What is your favorite?
I like cheese on a lot of stuff.
What's your favorite thing to have cheese with?
Ooh, pizza, or actually, I make burritos. This is a true cheese story that happened to me today. So,
let's hear it.
I usually make burritos in my office with the microwave, and I was getting all my stuff together. I had my beans and my tortillas. I even got salsa on my way in because I was like, all I need is salsa. That was my fatal flaw, is that I realized I was out of cheese. And then
man.
And then I just was like, shit. And I went to this deli and got a grilled cheese deluxe instead because I was hungry and I didn't really want to go to the store and come back at that point. That's a true story, everyone. True story.
Well, Daniel Perez asks, what's your favorite episode of the podcast?
I like forest porn a lot.
Yeah. I like episodes where I can just easily name what the episode is. Because like forest porn and Jim's cat wife, or draw porn for monies.
Whatever the one pizza was where
triple threat pizza.
Tom and I had to have words about Mad Max Fury Road. I feel like that was a good one.
Oh yeah. Oh, Cassidy Smith was actually asking what favorite movie of all time.
Cheese. No. I don't know. I'm like not good at that, to be honest. There's certain movies I watch every year, like Jaws and Halloween and a couple others, but I'm not.
There's Jim's cat wife.
Olive, she's not. By the way, I didn't bring this up to you. That picture is not of my cat. By the way, that's like a different cat.
Oh, why'd you post it?
Because it looked like my cat, but it's not Olive.
Oh, okay.
See, this is Olive. Olive, say hi. Hi.
Oh, she's cute.
Oh, she's a cutie. She's my bud.
Anyway. But my favorite movie of all time is Jurassic Park. It's like always been Jurassic Park. So, I don't think it'll ever change. So, what about you, Saber?
Can I say Lord of the Rings, the series?
Yeah, just the trilogy. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that series. That was a good series.
It is a good series. I rewatched it with every time there was a Hobbit movie. I'd watch when there's the first Hobbit movie, I'd watch and review Fellowship, and when there's a second, Two Towers and Return of the King, and that was honestly the best part of the Hobbit movies.
Yeah, I mean, you were
watching Lord of the Rings. And there are the extended editions, which are all really good.
Is the extended one's not out yet for? Oh, you mean for Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings, yeah. I like the Lord of the Rings extended quite a bit. They're all really good, which is surprising because the rest of his movies feel like they need to be shortened. Lord of the Rings feels like it really uses that extra length. I love Lord of the Rings. They were so much fun to get into when they were in theaters, and they're just like, it's sad Peter Jackson kind of sucked after a while because he was so good when he directed those.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're so good. I love those movies. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So you don't have a favorite of all time?
No, I'm not really. I'm not really good at doing like a best of all time. There's like certain like, I guess Jaws, Halloween, the original 3 Star Wars, I guess Public Enemy from 32, Wild Boys of the Road, 400 Blows. Trying to think what else. Dumbo, Jungle Book, Spirited Away. A lot of, I don't know. There's like a lot of what.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that like once
there's a lot. I don't know.
Yes.
What?
Oh, I didn't know if you're like continuing or.
Oh no, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say that whenever I hit like 100,000, I'm going to make my top 100 favorite movies.
Wow.
So.
I don't think I could ever. The only thing I like about best of lists is it helped me learn a lot about film history. Just because the AFI list came out and it was a big deal in about 98, and I watched all those in like a summer, and it helped me kind of have a perspective on like each decade and stuff.
Yeah.
So I do like lists for that, but I don't like the idea that people go like, well, Citizen Kane's the best, so I'm always like, I guess. All right. I like Citizen Kane a lot. I think of it more as a good example of the best movie, but I don't think there is a best movie.
Yeah.
But those, if you look at any best, this is like for anyone. If you look at any best of all time list, what I'd always do is go, what have I not seen? And regardless of if it actually is the best or whatever stupid crap, you should still go, but this is a major movie that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
And you see it, and even if you think it sucks, at least you have some perspective on why so-and-so star, director, writer sucks. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Or why you like them or something. Either way. But it's not a bad thing. Anyway.
From Emperor Tiger Star, for all three of you, if you could get any guest member on the podcast, who would it be?
Guest member? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like a special guest?
Host?
Yeah, a guest, special guest.
Special guest. I don't know. Maybe
Mike from Red Letter Media. That'd be.
Oh yeah, that
great.
would be cool. I would be cool. I love those guys. So
They're fantastic.
I would be very into that. I'm not good at coming up with a guest. Maybe Obama. We got his wife. Why isn't he coming on? Have Obama come on. Obama's a big MLP fan. Nobody brings that up, but
That's why the show's so shitty. He ruined it.
He doesn't like Equestria girls, though. I don't know what that's about.
From McPatterson. So how about the most recent Wander Over Yonder and Gravity Falls? I actually recently caught up with those, and yeah, those were great.
This part 2 doesn't come out till November of 2018 or something.
Really?
No, well, it's mid to late November, I think.
Oh.
Forget the date. It's not shortly. I even didn't know Wander Over Yonder, I kind of have lost track of, and I totally need to watch that Guardians of the Galaxy show. I wanted to watch that.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched any of it. I kind of got by me. But I like Wander Over Yonder. I'd like to see it, but the Gravity Falls was crazy, and Louis C.K. was in it, and it was wild.
Wait,
as that head, as the head with the
Oh,
arm on
yeah,
it.
that's right.
Spoilers.
Yeah, yeah. Sarah hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
It's really not a big spoiler at all. But it was a really cool episode, and I was worried because a lot of times when a show goes from being small to a show that someone just put 11:26. Jesus.
Oh.
A lot of times when a show goes from small to like a really epic, crazy episode, it's hard to keep the quality of the writing. But I thought that was a really good episode. And it was horrifying in some parts. There's one part early on where he does a thing to a character.
Yeah, thing to a character that you didn't think he would do to the thing.
Or just he does a thing. I'm not even sure if Saber's listening. He does.
I'm sorry. I was reading something.
Oh no, I didn't want you to listen. Damn it. Well, he does a thing to somebody at the beginning that was like, oh my god,
was like, oh my god, holy shit, yeah.
It was like it does a lot of stuff that I was surprised Disney's letting them do, but Gravity Falls is such a good show. It's just insane. I don't know now that I'm watching how these episodes are going. I don't know because a lot of people have said it might not last that much longer. I kind of am seeing why. That it wouldn't, because it feels like the show couldn't go on for 10 years. It feels like maybe this. Yeah,
there's like a finite number of episodes that are planned. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Will they do one after this? Because it almost feels like I don't know how they would, but maybe they will. We'll see. But I would like it to go on, but if it means a perfect ending, I don't know. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. From XOX, what is your favorite Disney Channel original movie? I don't think I've seen many.
No comment.
Cheetah Girls.
What?
What was the question?
Favorite Disney Channel original movie?
Cheetah Girls.
What is that?
Raven Simone was in it.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, what was it? The one where the two sisters switch bodies?
Freaky Friday?
No, it's sisters. It's not a mom and
a...
and Katherine Heigl was in it, and it was Wish Upon a Star, maybe? I saw that one. There's not many I've seen, so that's like as much as I can remember. Yeah.
From Alec Greer, thoughts on the Jessica Jones trailer? I haven't actually watched that yet. It's coming out soon.
It looked cool. I mean, I still haven't watched Daredevil, so...
You haven't? It's really good.
I mean, it's hard to watch an hour show, so...
Yeah.
I watched the first episode. I need to watch more, so...
Yeah.
So, yeah. Somebody asked me something, and I was gonna answer it. Oziol. Have we done an Oziol question?
Nope, not yet.
They asked, what is your favorite James Bond films? My favorites, I guess, are the first three. Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Goldfinger. My favorite recently ones are Casino Royale, Skyfall, GoldenEye. On Her Majesty's Secret Service is really good. Spy Who Loved Me. For Your Eyes Only, and Living Daylights. Those are kind of my top ones.
I've never actually seen a James Bond. I mean,
what?
I've seen them, when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything about them.
Oh, damn. Shit. Yeah. So you're not seeing Spectre next weekend, this coming weekend. Oh, damn. You should watch Casino Royale. Or maybe you should watch just watch Dr. No. Dr. No is awesome.
No.
Oh, damn. Shot down.
No, get it? Because it's Dr. No?
No, I got it. I got the joke. You should see the Connery's first three are very good.
Let's see. This is more of a question for Tom and Saber. Let's see, which video game series is more convoluted, Metal Gear Solid or Kingdom Hearts?
Dude, I have no idea what's even going on in Kingdom Hearts anymore. Like, there's a bunch of black cloaked characters now, and I think Shrek's in the shit. shit. No, I don't know. No,
Shrek.
I don't know. But no, it's I've played like one Metal Gear game in my life, so I don't know what's going on in that series. But Kingdom Hearts has kind of gone off the rails. I'm a fan of it still. Just don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Just like Halo 5 and how I have no idea what's going on in that either. Because Halo 5 came out last week, I think.
Yeah.
Is it doing well? Does anybody know if it's doing well?
I have no idea. I just know that one thing that people are really infuriated about is that there's no split screen.
Yeah, that's really dumb.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's like video games are starting to move away from that, and that's unfortunate.
Oh well.
Let's see. Another one from Alec. Let's say The Blind Side and The Judge are the only two movies that exist. Pick one to watch, Jim.
Okay. The Blind Side, because I enjoy hating it.
Okay. Is The
So
Judge just too...
The Judge I just don't. The Judge is just bad. But The Blind Side I like will get mad at it, and it's like fun. It's like a sickness. It's like what do they call hate watching? That's probably I would probably, because I don't ever want to see The Judge again, but I will watch The Blind Side probably 100 more times, just to hate it. Brian Corbett asks, "What's a movie you think should get a sequel, or at least a good one?" I think, I think RoboCop should have gotten a good sequel. I think it's always bugged me that RoboCop never got a good follow-up. That's always kind of pissed me off. It's like, you'd think RoboCop would have gotten a good sequel, but like, RoboCop 2 and 3 are not good and do not live up to the other films at all. Same with like, I don't think Halloween 2 is pretty good, but I feel like the Halloween franchise is pretty lackluster and pretty terrible. After the first one, which is really good. And, can't think of... I would like a good sequel to Kingsman, but I think they're doing that, so...
Oh.
Yeah,
they're also doing, like, one for the Lego Movie, and supposedly they're still doing one for Wreck-It Ralph.
Really?
I guess.
Sometimes I don't know. I was kind of... We don't need to have a sequel for everything.
Yeah.
Except for Citizen Kane 2. Find out even more about his life. Like, you wondered you found out what Rosebud was. But let's talk about his other last words. And then they go into some other thing.
Yeah.
It's sponsored by Rosebud Light.
Oh yeah, no, it could be like you think he died when he did that, but he actually wakes up and he says even more stuff. He's like, "Get me a Pepsi Cola, no, get me Herschel's and a Budweiser with
yeah, Paul Monsant's wine."
Why did he like all those products?
Because you could sell them and make money from it.
Oh, the French.
Ah, the French Paul Monsant.
From Digital Arrow, have you guys ever played any of the Street Fighter games? Also, happy 1-year anniversary. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Street Fighter,
A million times.
What?
Oh, I played Street Fighter 2 like a million times in the 90s.
Oh, I'm terrible at fighting games. So, I haven't played that much.
I'm not great, but yeah.
You, Saber?
I don't play fighting games. I don't.
Oh, question from Oziol. What is the weirdest thing during the podcast?
The weirdest thing.
What has been the weirdest thing?
I guess Saber drawing porn for money during a podcast.
I got paid
That was
for
only a
drawing
couple
porn.
episodes ago.
Yeah. And shout out to Ozzy. I love his questions, but like, I like to think that Ozzy is like some like he's like from like Bulgaria or something. His questions don't make any sense sometimes, grammatically, but I love them regardless. He's like, "Hi, I'm Ozzy. I got to ask a question. What is your favorite?" I don't know, Ozzy, but thanks for tuning in.
Here's another one from Alec. Paleo and Jim, when are you two getting the Inside Out on Blu-ray? I'll probably get it sometime this month or maybe next month.
I might.
I really want it because I love Inside Out.
I will probably get it. It might be a Christmas, put on the Christmas list. I want to get Over the Garden Wall and Fury Road first. So.
Oh yeah, Over the Garden Wall came out with their DVD.
Which I was surprised they didn't make a Blu-ray. What's up with that?
They don't do that a lot with cartoons. Like they do it for Adventure Time, and they did it for the first season of regular show, but not the first 2 seasons of regular show, which was like a volume. And then for the season 3, they just put it on DVD, not on Blu-ray, because apparently they didn't sell a lot of the Blu-rays. I'm not sure. So they still do Blu-rays of Adventure Time though. So I have no idea.
Yeah, I guess that still makes a lot of money.
Yeah, but cartoons look so good on Blu-ray. It's very crisp.
Yeah, no, they look like very perfect on.
You're breaking up a little.
I am? Oh, damn it. Maybe let's do that. Does that work better?
I guess.
Okay. Kenny Gaki, sorry, I said that. Said, "Hey Jim Forrest, do you think it's possible to enjoy an old movie even though it gets referenced in other movies and TV shows?" I had this problem a lot when I was like younger with movies because I know what was going to happen. And same with like how the Planet of the Apes, the big reveal at the end of the original, is spoiled by like TV shows referencing it. But you kind of just unfortunately have to get past that. But it does kind of ruin it a little when you've seen it. But like there's a lot of Twilight Zone episodes that I actually saw The Simpsons do a parody of it before I saw the episode.
Oh yeah.
So it just kind of happens. You just kind of have to go with it. I mean, it does kind of suck, but that's just life. But I would say if they're going to reference it and it's something you really like, I would say see it, because sometimes when you rewatch the thing that reference the thing that you've then watched, the thing that got you into the thing is then funnier. Does that make sense? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. From Charity Pennington, are you going to see the Peanuts movie? Yes, probably see it on Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, that's an after Spectre thing for me, but I am gonna see it. I don't know if I'm like necessarily into the idea, but I'm gonna see it. I don't know.
I looked at a couple of reviews so far, like on Rotten Tomatoes. There's like 4 positive ones and 2 negative ones, but the 2 negative ones are really weird because it's like I saw the Peanuts, but I was never into the Peanuts, and I don't like the Peanuts characters, so this movie sucks. So it's like, what?
Okay.
Like if you don't like the Peanuts, then of course you're not going to like it.
Yeah, I'm more worried.
It's like when the Powerpuff Girls movie came out, and like you kind of have to be into the thing to like the thing.
Yeah, I kind of don't get. My main concern is the blue sky-ness. The blue sky's in it. That's kind of my bigger problem.
I do like the way it looks, though.
Like, yeah, I was surprised. Yeah. I thought they were going to make it look. I thought it was going to look worse originally. So, I just don't. I don't like the pop songs in it. I kind of hope it's the jazz, because I watched some of the. I didn't watch.
I'm hoping it's just the trailer that does that.
But like when I rewatched Charlie Brown, the Great Pumpkin, I love that jazzy score in it.
Yeah.
And if it stays with that, I think it could be cool. But if it's just like modern music, I don't know if that. I'm not as into that. But I'm gonna see it. It's a big movie. There's honestly, November is weird because it's like Spectre, Charlie Brown, nothing the week between, the week after, Hunger Games, and then Good Dinosaur. It's like very weird. It's like no real small stuff. It's just like big, nothing, big, and then Star Wars after that.
Oh, this is something
I'm
I forgot
skipping
to.
a few weeks.
This is something I forgot to make a topic on, and that was thoughts on the Dragon Slayer movie on Kickstarter.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm interested in it. I watched all the drag. You can watch like all the animated parts from the games on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that. Um, like I would be interested in watching it, but I'm curious of like how well that Kickstarter doing. I don't even know.
I'm not sure. But
Oh.
really, it's not to like make the movie. It's just to like sort of pitch it to studios.
Oh,
So
what? Then why is it a Kickstarter?
so they can make things to pitch to studios. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know if the thing is like if it was a smaller thing, I would get it, but I don't know if Dragon's Lair has the kind of name to get people to come to the theater. I mean, I would like it, but I don't think. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know. Oh, someone I love VHS in the chat said, I looked at the soundtrack. I'm meaning the Peanuts movie, and there are just two modern songs. The rest is orchestral and recycled music from the old specials. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, cool.
So if you're worried about that like I was, then no need to be.
Yeah.
Came out first. I'm not actually sure what that is about, but okay.
Another one from Ozzy All. With the Peanuts movie coming out, what is your favorite Charlie Brown special?
Um, I like the Christmas one, of course, is like up there, but I also like this really dorky one where it's basically them telling the story of the Mayflower.
Oh.
I like that one a lot. I watch it like every year.
Wow.
I don't know why, and I have it taped from the '80s, and then I transferred that to DVD, so I watch that every year or so. But yeah. Oh, and Brian Corbett, who I answered before, said Creed also comes out in November. I'm very much aware of Creed. Do not worry, Brian Corbett. I'm really excited for Creed.
I know. I mean, their concert's coming up.
Oh, that's such a dad joke, Paleo. That's such a dad joke. Oh my god. Dude, Jim, did you like that movie With Arms Wide Open? Oh!
Okay. Another one
Sorry.
from Brian Corbett. Worst Pixar movie besides Cars 2, because that's too obvious. Cars?
Well, you know, oh, that's true. Maybe, would it be Monsters University, or
I don't think that movie was bad.
maybe, well, bad Pixar movie. That's a
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I'm not, this is a little controversial. I'm not a big Toy Story 2 fan.
What?
I don't really like that movie, though.
Oh.
Much. I like Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 1. I just don't like 2 that much.
Wow, it's usually
But-
people who don't like 3.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
I
there's
think
a lot of people who hate 3. It's really
I
weird.
think 3 is good. I didn't like how 2, they tried to fill in a script that wasn't. I mean, they admit this. This isn't a Jim theory. This is a real thing. Is they filled in a lot of holes in the script with those montage sequences. And I really didn't like
Oh.
the song with Jesse. I've never, I don't know. I don't really like 2, but I understand most people really like 2, so I just, whatever. But that's maybe not the worst. I don't want to be that extreme with it, but I just don't feel like the script is as there with as it is with 1 and 2. I think those scripts are really well done, but 2, the story's just not as well constructed. I feel, and I feel like a lot of people would agree with that, because you look at the people who wrote 1 and 3, and you have Joss Whedon helped write 1, and a lot of like Pete Docter and a lot of great people. And 3, I think, was a good screenwriter as well. So, anyway. Sorry.
Yeah, but besides
Sorry.
Cars 2, Cars, and besides Cars, I would say Brave.
You would say what?
I would say Brave.
Yeah.
If we're not including the Cars movies.
I'm with you on Brave. Well, Brave was the year that Disney made a Pixar movie and Pixar made a Disney movie.
Yeah. Because
Wreck-It Ralph was like a Pixar movie. Wasn't that year? Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2012. Ooh. If you could have any animated TV show become a feature film, which one would you choose? Asked by the front porch.
Um, hmm. Maybe Gravity Falls, to be honest. Because I think they could do something cool with it.
I'm trying to think. You know, there would be... A reboot movie would be really cool. I'd like a reboot movie.
Oh, for a second, I almost said a reboot of what? It took me a minute. I would actually... I know they're talking about doing a DuckTales show, but I think it'd be cool to make a DuckTales movie. I know they already have made a DuckTales movie, which I saw in theaters, BT dubs. But
really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was really into it. But I would like another DuckTales movie. I'm surprised they didn't, because people have a lot of nostalgia from DuckTales. Like, when people see just the DVD set I have in my apartment, people always go, "Holy shit, DuckTales!" They get like so excited because no one ever talks about it. So I would actually think DuckTales it would be cool to see a DuckTales movie, because it's something I'm honestly nostalgic for, and I think the nostalgia for it hasn't really picked up at all. So I think that'd be cool. I know they're making this show, but I think it'd be cool to see it in a movie, you know, and like everyone's into it, like the way Jurassic World was this past summer.
Yeah. I'll do this one last question, and then I'm going to do a little discussion about something with you guys.
Okay.
Mr. Person Guy 123 asks, least favorite recent animated movie.
Least favorite.
Yeah, least favorite recent animated movie.
Oh, I thought he just said what's your favorite, but he sent you what's least favorite?
Yeah, least favorite.
Oh, Strange Magic. That's easy.
Yeah, like that's easy.
That's fucking Strange Magic set the bar so low. Or maybe Food Fight, I don't know, but Strange Magic is more recent than Food Fight, so...
Yeah, though, I don't know, Home's pretty close for me. I hate Home. Home is... I hate it.
No, Home was pretty bad.
It's like offensive to me. When I saw that, it was so offensive. Just
was so much worse.
It was offending, like, my eyes.
Wow.
And my ears.
To me, it's like Strange Magic just takes...
No, Strange Magic offended my eyes more. Home offended my ears more. Wait a minute, no, Strange Magic did that too. Shit.
Wow.
They're really close for me.
Oh, wait, we're leaving Minions out. Why aren't we talking about Minions?
Oh, yeah.
Minions should be brought up.
Yeah, Minions is like, that's pretty, I mean, it's not really that bad of an animated movie, but it's just annoying.
I mean, I think I've disliked Minions more than Home.
Yeah, I just hate Home so much.
Home was... I mean, I'm not... But...
You know what else? Hell and Back.
Oh, yes! Hell and Back is over Home... Is, in terms of worst, it should really go Strange Magic, Hell and Back, and then... Man, Hell and Back was bad.
Yeah.
Whoa. What a stinker. Jesus.
What a
Except,
stinker.
I liked when they talked about, do you want to watch the Big Mama trilogy? I thought see, they had a couple good bits in there, just not very many good ones. Just more bad ones.
Yeah, somebody asked, is it also true that Strange Magic doesn't have a Blu-ray release? Yes, it doesn't have a Blu-ray release. It only has DVD.
Honestly, I'm surprised it got that. They should have released it on VHS.
Well. Anyway, the thing I want to talk about is I made a poll earlier last week about whether I should make POS Podcast a weekly podcast instead of bi-weekly. What do you guys think? Because the poll was like 68% yes. So. Because last podcast we didn't get to talk about everything that I had on there.
I mean, I would, but time-wise, I don't think I could do it more than the amount I'm doing it now. Would be my biggest issue.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I would be down if I had more free time, but that doesn't seem to be happening. So I think I would. I mean, maybe I could just be on it every other week or something. So I don't know about Saber.
I would vote for bi-weekly personally.
Okay.
That's my opinion, because if you don't want to exhaust it week
Yeah.
after week after week after week.
I mean, they'd have to be short, I think, also, if it was weekly, because there's some weeks just, like, stuff don't happen, and then, you know, I don't know, it'd be an hour. So, I mean, I saw the poll, and I was like, I did think about it, but I was like, I don't know how it would work, time-wise, or schedule-wise is the more accurate description.
Yeah, so we'll keep it bi-weekly then.
Okay.
Yeah. So, bi-weekly. I figured I'd do it like this episode because it's the 1-year anniversary. To ask about it.
Oh, someone asked. Well, this isn't a question, but it's a thing. Someone said, I saw strange magic on the floor of a Walmart one day for like $5. It shows how much people cared for it.
On
That's
the
from
floor of a Walmart?
Mick Patterson. Yeah, on the floor of. I assume they meant just out in a Walmart, but I like to imagine he was walking by and he accidentally kicked something. Go, what the hell is this? Oh. Strange magic. So.
Yeah. So yeah. Let's see what else we have here. Opinion on the upcoming Transformers Combiner Wars series.
I do not know what that is.
I'm assuming it's like Transformers that combine with each other.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Starverse or Man Jesus 17 asks, where do you find those cool places that you take pictures of and put on your Instagram? But I just when I walk around, I see stuff around Brooklyn and Manhattan, and I take a picture of it. I know that's not a great answer, but that's the truth. So there you go. Sorry.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask, like, do you not walk around the same areas? Or, like, you walk around a different area every time?
It's different areas, and sometimes the trucks, the vans with graffiti on them, those just
appear.
Those just like appear. So that has nothing to do with what area I'm in.
Yeah.
But others like I took the one I take. There's a bunch that are actually from the same location, and it was when I had nothing going on a Sunday, and I just 3 miles to the movie theater. I usually take the subway, and I walked, and I found a bunch of cool like street art or graffiti. So that's kind of, I don't know, if I see stuff I like, but there's a lot of stuff I go or I'll take a bunch of pictures on a walk.
Yeah.
And just save them. I'm a latergram person. Like very few of my pictures.
Latergram, not an Instagram.
Yeah, I'm not an Instagram person at all. But yeah, I just kind of find stuff, and that's kind of, I don't know. I wish I had a better answer for that, to be honest. But.
Yeah. Mick Patterson said, no, it was literally on the floor. A Strange Magic DVD.
I like that. I feel like there was one I wanted to answer. I'm like forgetting it.
Dude. Waiting for Saber to get back. He hasn't answered much.
Someone said, did you hear Jaws might be rebooted as a found footage film?
Oh my God.
I don't think that's true. Calm down. It's okay, Paleo. I don't think that's true, but there have been a lot of rumors that they will at one point reboot Jaws or do something with the Jaws franchise, or they've been considering it after
Wouldn't that just be like open water, but with somebody having a camera?
Yeah, I don't know. I actually thought the Friday the 13th found footage thing wasn't a bad idea because Friday the 13th is so gimmicky that it could have worked for it. But it turned out, I don't even know when the next Friday the 13th is actually happening or if it is going to happen. But it got pushed back again. So, but there's no news on them rebooting Jaws. But if they're going to redo...
They're going to redo what?
like Jurassic. If they do Jaws, they should do it like Jurassic World and have like an uber shark,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like a super shark. I don't.
What, like
I
in
don't.
Deep Blue Sea?
Yes, I guess so. Adam Lumuz, the ACZ, or at the ACZ. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name. Going to see Gem tomorrow. Any suggestions on how to prepare for it? First off, wow,
First
that's
off,
amazing in itself. Oh, I said first off, it's amazing that. Sorry, it's amazing that you live near a theater that's actually playing the Gem movie.
Wow. Is it not like staying in theaters?
I mean, I don't think so. They probably would get it out of there because I know on Thursday night it made literally like $36 per showing on average. So that's pretty awful. I don't know. I would just, there's no way to prepare for it. It's just not, it's not good. You don't really need to watch any Gem stuff, I'll tell you that. So.
There is Saber. Oh.
Speaking of DuckTales, do you guys remember Darkwing Duck, says Starverse? Yes, I do. And I would like that. That would be a cool movie also.
Christian asked, y'all see the new Chipmunks trailer? It looks horrible.
Yes, I'm sure it did. I don't know how to answer that, sorry. Yeah.
Alright, we should probably end, like, because we're going on for about 2 hours now. So, this has been the 1 year anniversary. Saber's on the phone right now, but he'll wave by. So.
Here, I'll
Jim?
say wave by.
Yes.
Saber. Hold on. Oh, I misspelled Saber.
Oh no.
Saber. Oh wait. Oh, there we
Okay,
go. Bye.
there. Okay, Saber's waiting by. Okay, we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Bye.
Bye.